Hello, everybody, and welcome back to PlastikOS Online. I'm your host, Chocolate Bunny, and these are my associates.
Yeah.
Testers.
I guess in this case, players would be the proper term.
Yeah.
I mean, the proper term is player testing, because that's why I'm running this game. It was meant to be play testing, and then not sure it's worked out. In any case,
I mean,
I'm having a good time.
Yeah, once it found its groove, once we got in the dungeon, and had like a bit of direction, it really picked up.
Yeah.
it's an open world game. It always had
fine.
as much direction. Yeah, but you give us it's not that open world. We couldn't just ignore your main quest.
Y'all can. At any point, y'all can ignore the main quest and go do something else.
Yeah, but we don't feel like we can. Which is why I didn't want to give you a main quest, because it would feel like it was the important thing when there's technically nothing important in this game.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. In every open world game I get so distracted I completely forget about the main quest.
Yeah, but the main quest is still there to have direction for whenever you.
But how many MMOs have a main quest?
Many.
Most?
Yeah. World of Warcraft gets a new main quest
Yeah,
every
but okay,
expansion.
World of Warcraft is not the kind of
biggest
MMO though. Yeah, but it's just, you're just doing quests in a line. It's really boring. I hated
Okay, how about Final Fantasy
World of
14?
Warcraft everything. I don't
14 has a main
know anything
quest.
about that one.
14
Yeah.
has multiple main quests.
Yeah. Elden Ring has a main quest, and it's like a super open world.
In any case,
When you think about it, the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom games have a main quest, but it's open world.
Yeah, they give you the main quest right off the bat, and then you can do fuck all until you get to it.
Or
But
you
it's
can,
still
Or you
have
can go
direction.
straight to it.
Yeah.
yeah, or you can beeline to the boss wearing nothing but underwear and a stick.
Excuse you need several hundred sticks.
Yeah. Nope. You can zuggle them.
you can beeline to the end of Oblivion, which is very funny.
Oh yeah.
You just go and kill a king of hell. I am recording, right? Okay. Anyway, this is PlastikOS Online. A game where people...
Bite
We're
things.
people.
a game where
It's a
people...
game. It's a game where people.
It's a game where people.
That was mostly intentional.
That's gonna be the title of the episode. A game where people.
Where's my notebook? Because it has all of the details of dungeon in it. Book. Oh. Aha! I'm back. All right. Let me turn on the light and feel
You want
better.
to restart the recording?
Nah, it's fine. Do you want me to
Okay.
restart the recording?
Nah,
I'm good
it's
either
funny.
way.
I
Okay.
think it's funny.
Anyway,
It is kind of funny.
Which side is the notes for this? This side. What floor are you guys on? Three?
Third floor.
Slime.
3.
Third floor, yeah.
Yeah.
Gemstone mines.
Yeah, we just got the
You just completed the King Slime room. Also, due to this, Nick it.
Yeah.
There is a secret nearby. Do you want me to just tell you where it is, or do you want to look for it?
Oh, you never got back to us about experience and shit.
Oh yeah, I should. I'm probably leveled up by now. Considering I was
Let's see. You've done which rooms? Room 1 and 2?
Let's see. General.
Okay, room 1. And then room 2.
Oh wait, I remember.
Room 2 you
I
should
need my
definitely.
iPad for this. I need my iPad for this.
Oh
Okay,
right, you were
so-
marking them down on your iPad's art program.
Unfortunately, my pencil's dead, so I'm just gonna have to use my thingy.
Thingy. Okay, so room 1. You fought 2 slimes.
This
Each
one
of
doesn't have the
those-
rooms numbered, by the way.
Well, I mean, they're numbered now, but that gives you the information of where the things are. Room 1 is the
Alright.
bottom one.
Yep, we did that. Took the East Hall, and then we're in that room, and we killed the room
slime.
filling slime.
King slime.
The
Got the
king
ring
slime.
of the king slime. Ring of the slime king.
Yeah, I'm guessing
Which
the,
evolved into the mood ring of the slime king.
I'm guessing the
Yeah,
Neanderthal we recruited last session probably like blips out of existence as their internet shits itself.
Something happens,
They
it's
just
fine.
log out.
They clip through the
Anyway,
ground.
so you should have gotten... I never created official categorizations for this, but let's say... let's make that 12. So what's 12 divided by 5?
It'd be a little under 3.
Okay. So you each get 3 for each of the slimes in the first room, so that's 2. So you each get 6 experience from the first room.
Alright.
Alright.
And then from the second room...
I'm one
Hmm.
experience away from leveling up.
Okay, the second room was really hard.
But we did it.
There's a special mini boss. Yeah, let's go with a total of 40 divided by 5 is...
8.
That doesn't sound right.
It is right.
It is though.
That's
40
weird.
divided by 5 is 8.
It
Four,
is so weird.
4 times 5 is 20. So
Alright, fine. So you each get 8 experience.
Which puts me just over the edge.
that puts
Yeah.
me a little bit over the edge.
What
That
level
puts
are
me
you
at
guys getting to? I think you're
I'm
at
4.
4? Okay,
Level 4.
Yeah, I'm level 4.
great, because I have not actually written down any of the perks that you guys will have access to at level 5.
I do have a distributable point.
I have 6 points I can distribute.
Even 6.
No, no, perks. Wait, hold on.
No, you,
no,
you have
I
negative
used.
because I need to redo that
Yeah.
section because those are perks that you have rather
Okay.
than perks that are it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Okay, so I have 3 remaining that I can distribute.
Yeah, sounds semi right.
I'll put this into my int so that I can do cartography better.
Cool.
Now
I-
it's at 30.
So I haven't killed any of the slimes, right? From 2 weeks ago.
Everyone gets you guys have party experience, so everyone gets the total that I said earlier, which was 14. You guys have party
Yes.
experience turned on
All right.
explicitly. You got told how to do it, and then asked if you did.
I would like to know what the secret thing is.
All right. Let me send you a picture. You see this carved into the wall in the room that you were in earlier. Hold on a second. I need to find the right notebook.
Okay. Any of you guys,
All right.
like, where's like the input for like the experience?
Oh, it's on the last tab, class and stats.
Uh-huh.
Scroll down to archetype, and then you'll have the like classics, the class exp box to fill.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm putting one of them into wisdom to get that up to 10, and then I'm putting the other two into intelligence to get that up to 8.
I'm already level 4, so I already used my point.
Wait, I'm only at
Alright.
level 3. I'm still not yet to like level 4
Did
yet.
did you give yourself 8
The
experience?
spider-
Another 8 experience?
I put the 14 before just now.
But okay,
Okay. The full
how much?
Well,
How much experience do you have total?
It says currently 56.
You should be in the 90s
You
at
are-
least, because you haven't died yet. You should be at the same amount as Iceland.
Okay.
The only reason me and Nickit were behind was because we had died and lost out on some XP.
God damn it.
Okay, so I should be like a Iceland. What's your current experience threshold right now?
I am at 117.
I guess I probably would be at that same level then.
And the next level is at 160.
Okay,
Yep.
gotcha.
That all does it automatically. Just do. It's the class XP is the only number you have to edit.
we're waiting on
Yeah,
Shock to find
yeah.
the notebook.
Yeah, I just added only the class XP. Don't worry.
Okay.
Alright, so
Where's the notebook that I used for this? And a whole
the-
section.
What's your int at now?
My int is now 6.
Nice.
My intelligence is 10.
Nice. Mine's 8.
Well, I've only got the one skill that needs intelligence.
Well, yeah, I mean, one
And
of you
also,
is
as
an
another-
actual caster, so...
And also another thing to catch up on, I have multiple items that are slowly driving me crazy.
What do you mean slowly? They've already.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not full insane yet. I'm just a megalomaniac, histrionic. I'm paranoid and have mood swings.
Yeah.
What does it feel like whenever we increase a stat? Like physically, how does it feel?
You can actively feel it change you, which is much weirder when it's intelligent. Because you can feel your thoughts getting relatively faster compared to the rest of the world.
Okay. What about wisdom? Because I have 10 wisdom now.
That's less obvious than the
It
others.
gives you it gives you the option to open Wikipedia.
Oh my god. If I was in a VR world where I could just close my eyes and open Wikipedia in my brain, I would spend hours surfing Wikipedia.
No question. I would just be sat in a social space, probably by myself.
Reading out the Wikipedia page for chair.
Yeah, just like there's this one world in VR chat. I've got to show it to you. It is very cozy. Anyway,
Oh, I can't do VR chat on my computer.
no, I can just like show you some screenshots that I took.
Okay.
So I guess we're still waiting on Chuckby to find that thing.
Where did I put it?
Are you holding it upside down?
No, I had a whole thing where I drew them and I did this whole thing and I had a conversation about it. What day was that? Billy, do you remember?
Huh?
Remember what day? What day was it? I talked about using Toki Pona for Goblin.
All right. Toki Let me just search Tokipona in the DMs.
Oh, I don't know if I correctly.
So I'm guessing you like gave yourself a crash course and then.
Oh, I just kind of drew them the way, like the picture of the things I wanted.
Is it Cetilan Pona or is it Cetilan Cetilan?
What?
Is it the thing that looks like Mayan, that looks like it's inspired by Mayan literature, or is it the one that's like little symbols?
Little symbols.
All right, that's Cetilan Pona. Or
Okay.
simple language. Simple writing.
What notebook did I draw this in?
You drew it in a notebook.
Yeah. You?
I really need to. I need to take more Tokipona lessons.
Put things in notebooks when you about them?
I have small notebooks. I mean to use them, but I don't. I don't really have like a pencil or a pen. So
I
have you
can't
on digital?
find my scratch notebook. I think I added it. I'm just going to try to draw it from memory. So it's going to be worse.
What are you trying
And
to
it
draw
might
from
be
memory?
wrong. The goblin that I had.
Oh.
Goblin language image
Gabagool.
for Nickit.
carved on the wall on a previous in a previous room. My character has noticed something carved.
Oh my god! But
on the wall.
it was a like 6-image phrase. Oh, maybe this is it. Please be it. Okay, where would I have put it? Aha! Okay.
So you found it?
Yes. Okay, so
Hey, victory!
this is alright. So with
Are you doing it? Are you doing it in DMs or in the Nickit channel?
I am just going to send the whole ass picture once I draw the whole thing.
All right, but
Alright.
are you going to be sending it in the Nickit channel, or are you going to be sending it to my DMs?
No, in general.
Oh, you're sending it to the general.
Ahoy, General.
And you said this was in the previous room?
It's in the hallway between the rooms.
Hallway between the rooms.
Come on. I can do this. I know I can.
Whereabouts in the hallway would you say?
Huh? Oh, it's actually in a specific spot. It's because I made a mistake there, and so I thought it'd be funny. It is directly opposite the doorway into the room you are currently in.
Alright, okay.
In that corner.
Alright.
What? Why am I adding a triangle?
This triangle.
No, that's not. Oh my god. Fucking hell.
A
Okay,
triangle.
A bunch of circles. The circles are in a triangle.
Oh, that's Kulupu. 3 circles, 3 little circles in a triangle.
Yeah.
That's-
I'm warning you now that the first one is intentionally obscure.
Cool. just because my character is basically me, but if I was sick, I guess.
Well, no, I mean, like, it is a showing of you being able to speak Goblin because in universe the languages have been burned into your brains.
Ah, right. So
They-
is
they
this
come off as-
specifically Goblin or is this Grim speech?
They are goblin symbols
I
of Grim speech.
Right, because if I remember rightly, Kobold is Goblin with Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably add Goblin to my languages.
Well, no, it is Grim speech. They are specific
It's
symbols.
a variant.
Okay.
Alright.
Hopefully, I did this correctly. Did I miss one?
I mean, you said the first one was intentionally obscured.
Yeah, the first one's intentionally obscured, but the rest should be pretty simple. No? Okay. I thought they were 3 groups of 3. It's 2 groups of 3 and a group of 2. Okay, there we go.
Alrighty.
Now, folks at home, I'll actually fucking try to show it to you guys. Oop. Yeah.
And I can read it to you. What is visible is... Alright, that is... Where is it on the thingy? I have a cheat sheet on hand.
You can see
Alright.
why I said the first one is intentionally obscured.
Yeah. Alright. Do.
Alright, guys, folks at
Okay,
home,
let's see.
this is what it looks like.
And it says, once I can find all the fucking things.
Ah, fuck. How do I... Ah, shit. Okay. Get smaller.
Oh,
There we go. Alright, folks at home, this is what my players are seeing.
If I'm translating correctly, not translating, but like getting it, Pymea, Nicene, Open, Nimicon,
Atu, Varada, Niktu.
Stokipona.
Pymea Nassim,
Pymea,
Op-
Nicene,
Open, Capken Con.
Oh, Capican.
Capken Con.
Fuck.
And then the first symbol, which is the one that was intentionally obscure, is Kulupu Iju Oko.
Ulupu. Io.
Is that an I? No, it's a J. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tokipona uses soft J's, so it's the Y.
Okay, Kulupu Iu Oko.
Io.
And then
Oko.
Pymesia Nasine. Open Kepken Con.
Alright. Cool.
So, do you tell everybody else?
Yes. I tell everybody about the symbol. I'm gonna draw it.
So,
I tell them
what do you think
about
that means?
it.
All treasures belong to me.
No, it actually has meaning. It's just that I'm a little behind in my studies.
I told
will
you
say,
I was gonna do this last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, didn't it turn out cool?
I mean, yeah.
Doesn't it also kind of look like something that would be goblin language?
A little bit.
It sounds goblin-y.
I gotta remember what Messine means.
You want me to actually just translate it for you?
What? Hold on.
Oh shit, I didn't actually write. No, I did. I think. Which one of them means secret? Vaguely. Is it
Might
Pymeja?
again.
Pymeia?
Pymea means. Pymea is, like, black darkness.
That was as close to secret as I could get. Now, scene means tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
It also just means, like, way
Path.
or method, path.
It's like the it's like the
It means
Chinese word
system.
Dao. It's like the
Yeah.
Chinese word Dao, where it can mean
It's a system
literal
and it's a
physical
road.
way, and it can mean the way, as in the path that you are taking. Now, do you
It's
know
the
what?
same word
Oh,
for philosophy and
yeah,
roads.
it's like the word Dao in Chinese from
Yeah.
Taoism. I actually really like that. Now, can you translate open Captain Con?
Open means like opening other stuff. Like, it's pretty nice. It could also mean to be. It could also use like the beginning, start. And con is like air. So but what is Caprican use? Okay, so start use air. So a black tunnel, black dark secret tunnel that uses air at the start. I don't know. Give me your translation.
It's a secret tunnel that has a limited amount of air at the first floor.
Secret tunnel,
No.
open with air.
Open with air.
Is a secret tunnel to the surface?
Open with air, huh?
Or maybe we have to blow into it?
I'd blow on it.
I flap my wings really hard towards it.
I blow too.
All right. One, what part are you blowing on? And two, I need you to make an endurance check.
I'm blowing on the eye.
I'm blowing on the words.
I'm blowing at the wall because I'm guessing my wings can probably create a wider gust than their mouths can.
What's endurance again?
Constitution.
Constitution. That's is that a D20? No, it's a D10.
Hey, it's 10 for me.
I rolled a 3. Which is good.
I got a 4.
Oh, right, I
Jeez.
forgot.
Okay.
Reverse. Hi, reverse.
Look, I understand that you don't like the game system, so maybe we can talk about that later.
The reverse just doesn't make sense.
But the roll
It's-
under system.
It is a. It's not as common as roll over that are used nowadays, but this was like roll
It's
under
direct-
was basically the
The
way.
original yeah.
It is
Originally
directly
D&D,
inspired by the Fallout pen and paper game. That's why it's D10s and D100s.
The original D&D was roll under. That's why you had Daco.
Thaco.
Iceland, you
What's that?
pass out. Thaco.
Iceland crit fails and passes out.
Quick, remove
Nick
the
it.
town.
Nickit, you are able to open the doorway. Pockets, you realize that you knocked Iceland out with your sleep scales.
That's fine. Can I try to pull on the crown, see if it budges?
Yes, you can.
I try.
It does not.
Damn.
As you blow on the eye, a outline of a door appears around the symbol. And slowly the door opens, revealing a secret tunnel.
Wow.
You can roll Constitution again, Iceland.
I kick Iceland in the side to wake them up.
Roll with advantage.
Oh, I'm not trying to do it damage.
No,
Oh,
I'm
you-
saying Iceland, roll
Oh.
with advantage because you're being kicked.
8 and 7.
Hmm?
8 and 7.
You're still passed out.
Any water. Oh, I'm gonna go to the first room, cup some water in my hand, and throw it on Iceland.
It is like 40 feet away. Do you think you can hold water that long?
Yeah,
No.
I've done it before.
Sorry, I'm just reminded of a cracked After Hours beginning. Like Michael, it just doesn't hold water. Fuck you. The character had just
Fine.
dropped water all over himself.
Fine. I dip my hands in the water and then run back to flick the water onto Iceland.
Don't you have
All
a
right.
water skin?
Do I?
I don't know. Probably need to buy one.
I don't.
One of
But
you
I
has a
do
flask.
I have
of
the,
infinite
the
water.
vial. Wait, we do?
Yeah, I have it though. Sip,
Okay.
sip.
I fill up.
Why are
I-
you such a dick?
I fill up the vial with water and then pour it onto Iceland. Because I still have the vial from the slime I drank.
Also,
Alright.
I'm keeping the flask in my ring.
You have a storage ring?
Yeah, you gave. Remember? I pickpocketed it.
Oh, right. It's a very expensive magic item. I forgot to I completely forgot to deal with that. Do you even have that on your sheet?
Yeah,
Shit.
it's
I'm-
in my It's my second inventory slot.
Pocket's second inventory slot is her pocket.
I have my simple backpack, and then I have my iron ring.
It's too bad you didn't go with your original name. I do like Pocket Protector. Anyway, yeah, there's a secret tunnel. It kind of just goes forward.
How many squares?
Huh?
How many squares?
It is 5 feet wide.
Okay, so it's just
Just
a
a
little-
normal tunnel.
Yeah, but like how
Just a little tunnel.
is it just a square of open space, or does it continue on?
Oh, it continues farther than you can see.
Alright, so it continues off the map.
It's also not on the map. Obviously.
No, but I have a cartography skill. Dingus.
Yeah, so secret
I still have
tunnel.
I still have a skill point I need to spend.
It's not a
That
point,
means
it's
you need a
slot.
skill trainer.
Yeah, skill slot. I don't know what I.
Or if you do something impressive.
I mean, I've done pretty impressive things.
Iceland, you can roll again with advantage.
Alright,
There
I have
you
the secret
go.
Tunnel on the,
You're awake.
I have the
Ugh.
secret tunnel on the
My head
on the
like
map.
Secret tunnel.
Two lovers forbidden from one another.
I forget the
I'll-
rest of it.
I'll enter. I'll enter the. I'll enter the tunnel.
It is, you know what? It's not 5 feet tall.
It's not
How
5
tall is
feet
Nickit?
tall. Nickit is 3 feet tall, even.
It is 3 feet tall. It is size category small.
It's a little cramped.
It is size category Nickit.
This tunnel was made for goblins, and I am somewhat tall for a goblin.
You're about the limit of a goblin height. Your horns kind of
Yeah.
scrape.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fit through that tunnel.
No, this is. It's written in goblin. This is a goblin tunnel.
Wait. If we're nearing goblin territory, shouldn't we try to make
Well, we don't know if
Oh,
there's
that-
goblins in there.
No, that carving was ancient.
We'll find
Mm.
ancient goblins in there.
Will they be smart or be,
Besides,
be
we've met
arrogant?
goblins. We've met goblins. They're
You're gonna-
nice
Nick it.
people.
Nickit, you are technically a goblin.
I'm technically a goblin.
They're
Technically.
gonna be old goblins, probably from the year like 2014 or something.
The only people who can enter this tunnel in the party right now are Nickit and Pockets.
Yeah.
The others could probably crouch.
No.
What?
Wait. Can
No,
the pangolin roll up into a ball and roll?
Silver, they are 8 feet tall.
And this is, I'm gonna say probably closer to like 4 feet, but still.
Yeah, can't gunmetal curl up into a ball?
I think it might be too narrow for him.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Gunmetal
I
curls
think
up
of it
into
like
a
it's
ball
kind of-
with shields, learns how to become rollout? What was the Ben 10
Yeah.
character name?
Roll
Oh,
out.
oh, that's
Yeah.
a cannonball.
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 It's cannon.
Cannonball.
Barbarian
Which one was
color
roll out?
Rollout is the Pokemon move
Pokemon
that
move.
Whitney uses.
Yes.
Oh, and that.
Fuck Whitney.
Iron Tracks.
Oh.
Rollout
So
is
I'm-
regular Iron Tracks.
You're just saying the
Oh.
paradox Pokemon. You're just saying the paradox Pokemon now.
Anyway,
I'm talking
so
about
there's
move
the
that
tunnel.
Whitney uses.
There's a tunnel.
I will say, a quick Googling does show that the DNA sample used for Cannonbolt, its name is Rollaway.
That is hilarious.
The other species name is Arborian Pelorota.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that giant tick destroyed the planet a week before heading to Earth.
Yeah, which sucks because it's like, yeah, we should really restore that population.
But they can't because they literally don't have a planet.
That's fine. Just find an uninhabited planet, terraform it.
Secret
Well, that-
tunnel.
A secret tunnel through the cave. No, it is through the mountains.
Is the only...
Yeah, through the mountains. Secret tunnel.
Okay, let's just let Nick
I
and
forgot we were
Pockets
in a
go in
mountain.
first.
I forgot we were in a mountain.
Yeah, that's definitely not the corpse of a giant dragon.
You guys are gonna have to go without us. Don't do anything.
Don't worry, we won't. As soon as we're out of earshot, we need to do all the things.
Oh, we are keeping anything we find.
Oh, definitely. I'm putting it in my pocket.
I know
Okay.
those two are plotting something.
I mean, those two knew each other beforehand, so it's the best
Like
assumption.
as I'm thinking, I'm just like pacing, but instead of going back and forth, I'm just going in a giant circle up the wall, ceiling, and everything.
It cuts to us, coming, like, at a goddamn minecart. I'm like, welcome to, Possum Games, and this is Jackass.
No, you just walk far enough and it just goes, you are now leaving the Dragon Vein Mine Dungeon. You are now entering...
Kaled.
Wait, hang on. I think I actually can follow. I have burrowing.
Oh no.
Hey, wait a minute, burrowing?
I just start going
Wait, doesn't, hold on. Doesn't
Hold
that
on.
only... You need
It-
soft dirt, not hard stone. You already
Yeah.
tried it on stone.
I mean, Dallas is a pangolin, though.
I can actually
True.
dig. Wait,
Dig a tunnel,
we could
dig,
do
dig a
this.
tunnel.
Pangolins can dig.
Yeah, they can
However,
dig
you will be
through
limited.
sheetrock.
You will be limited by the speed with which he can dig.
Alright, well, if
Which is
you get
probably-
past the area around the actual tunnel entrance is hardened. But after a few feet, the rock becomes soft.
Okay, we just have to do the Hunter x Hunter strat. Got it. I'll
You
dig
just-
like in
you
the
gotta
area.
You have to
In the area.
squeeze. You have the first like 5 feet of it is hard, and you have to squeeze through 5 feet.
It's because it's dungeon stone, and then it's no longer dungeon stone, so it's like a whole thing.
Okay, so I have to squeeze my claws like deep within the first 5 feet before I can actually start easily climb my way through it.
I mean, you can probably crouch down and squeeze in. You might get stuck.
Iceland pushed and pushed and pushed.
Wait a minute.
For
wait a
Winnie
minute,
the
why don't I
Pooh.
just- Wait a minute. Why don't I just roll into like my ball form, act as a wrecking ball in order to get through the first 5 feet, and then
You won't.
unfurl?
It's dungeon stone.
I
Dang
can
it.
make boom.
Anyway, let's
Let's actually
while
test that. Let's
they
actually test that.
try stuff, let's go to Nicket and Pockets. All right, Nicket and Pockets, how far do you walk?
We keep walking.
All
It
right.
goes off the map, so I'm assuming either there's a loading zone or something.
Okay.
Well,
You keep
let's
walking. It takes 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 20, 30, 40, 50, an hour,
This is a really
2
long
hours.
This is.
You guys
Okay,
walk at like 20 feet every... What's your walking speed? I don't actually... Did I make that a calculation?
Yes.
I think you did. Basic info. Walking speed.
I don't see walking
There.
speed in basic info. Combat,
don't-
maybe?
I don't see in combat stats.
Yeah, it's in combat.
Oh, it is.
It's in combat. Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Oh, yes,
the
there
right.
it is.
Okay, what's your guys'
fif-
walking speed?
15.
20
But I can
27.
I can fly at 30 feet, so I'm probably flying just to keep pace.
kind of small for you to fly. You said 37?
27.
All right, 27 times 6 times 60. Cool, cool, cool. Now, how many feet are there in a mile?
5280.
Okay. So,
5 tomatoes.
That means we go about 2 miles an hour.
Only a little faster than
a
your
bit
average
less.
old person on the road.
a bit less than 2 miles an hour. Anyway, so it takes you...
Feet per second to miles per hour. 27 divided by... Are we working on 6-second or 10-second rounds?
6.
All right.
It takes you
So-
2 hour. It takes you 2 hours, and no, it takes you 2.7 hours.
Does
It
that
takes you
put
163 minutes.
2.7, that would be 2 hours 42 minutes.
63 minutes.
Let's just
Do you
just
walk?
make
Keep
it-
walking.
2:45. Let's just say it's 2:45.
You keep walking
Yeah,
the
sure.
whole time.
Eh?
We've been talking about just life and shit.
All right, cool. You
At this point,
What?
I would have offered Pockets one of the bottles of alcohol from my
Yes,
ring.
please. I will drink it. I would have drank that like 15 minutes ago as soon as you offered.
Don't get too drunk. We're in a dungeon.
Oh, that's fine. It's not even real drunk, probably.
Oh, by the way,
For
after like
request.
15 minutes, you do get a notification that says you are now leaving the Dragon Vein Mines.
Are we still registered as being in a party with the others?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Eventually, after 163 minutes, you get to the end of the tunnel. It winds a
headed?
bit. At the very end of the tunnel is a massive cavern. This cavern is... Alright, one sec. Like 7 stories tall. Right? It is 7 stories tall. It's like 20 miles wide.
It's fucking
has-
huge.
Huts inside. Trees. Dirt. And goblins. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of goblins. Green ones, blue ones, red ones. Goblins. You are greeted by a goblin guard. Ah, hello.
Howdy.
Hello there.
You are seeking. Yeah.
I
you here for?
guess. We just
You-
kind of found a secret entrance in a mine.
You are seeking to be no longer slave? And he taps your collar.
I mean, yeah, I guess it is one of my personal quests.
You wish
My
to
goals.
have it broken, or you wish to have help buying yourself out?
Which would be cheaper.
Well, we can break for free, but you have to stay here. Going back to the Empire will make you a oathbreaker. automatically low reputation with all guards. It's
I
good.
don't want to get arrested when we get back.
You don't go back. Stay here. We do many things. Great big cavern.
It is really big.
It is.
You want to come inside? I can show you to Elder Hut.
Yeah, okay.
Am
We
I
Yeah.
allowed?
probably won't be staying long, but if I could get help with buying out my sentence.
Okay, you come inside. The second you walk inside, you get a message that starts, then becomes an error message, and then restarts. It starts by saying, you are now entering the you are now entering Spine Dungeon what, and then it cuts off. Restarts, and it says you are now entering the Oko Kupalu village. Kupalo Iyo Oko village.
Could you type that out?
It's the thing I said earlier. Community of I.
Dig.
You guys have made it like 20 feet. No. You've made it like a mile after these 2 hours.
Heck yeah. Like, that's the power of the armadillos keep digging. Armadillos keep digging. Armadillos keep digging.
Oko Kulupu?
Oko Kulupu.
Just don't mind me. I'm just Simon the Digger.
Did we hear them
Wasn't-
digging as we were walking?
It would echo a little bit. Also, that was actually the name of the trait that I gave Dallas. Armadillos keep digging little holes in my backyard.
Like, I'm just like,
Armadillos keep digging.
I love
I'm
that
just
video.
like super focused.
Backyard.
I'm just like super focused, like Simon is like when it comes to digging. Like, I'm just enjoying the thrill of digging solid dirt, and it's like never felt so much.
I imagine
enjoyment
we also expanded
before.
the cave so we could stand upright and keep digging.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I assume you expanded enough so that you can dig. It's just taking a while.
I would love to know what Dallas's player is like in real life.
So much fun.
In any
dirty,
case-
getting down in basics.
Probably an iPad kid that played Minecraft.
In any case, the goblin raises his hand, and on his palm, he has the symbol of the Kulupo Oko burned into his palm. And then he guides you away.
All right.
The
I'll follow him.
the town is simple, a little primitive, but also strangely advanced. It's not like it has huts that look like huts. They look like goblin huts from some shitty RPG that nobody likes. But they're like 4 stories tall. Like, there are multi-story huts made of like mud, scrap, and bits of grass. And he guides you to one of these huts. And it is an impressively large hut. You look up at it, it's larger than any building you've seen in the game so far. It is 7 stories tall, almost scraping the top of the, actually, I'm gonna say it's 12 stories tall, and the cave is 13. It's 12 stories tall, and it's almost scraping the top of the entire cavern. And at the top is a glowing object. You're guided inside. And in there, which is very anachronistic, there's like a secretary next to an elevator. The
How far
secretary.
do they let me follow?
Oh, they let you follow all the way.
Okay.
There's an elevator, and the secretary calls the elevator, and a goblin wearing an elevator tending uniform pops out. Come on, inside.
Okay.
You pile into the elevator.
Get in the elevator.
It is a tight fit.
This is really something.
Of course. You want to see council. Council upstairs. And then the elevator drags you up. And eventually you get to somewhere in the middle. You lost count of floors at 7. Somewhere near the top. And you open into an entire floor of this hut. An entire floor that is like 40, 50 feet wide, 60 foot deep. And standing there is a group of goblins who are at a table. Long office table. And there's a guy at the head of the table, along with several others. The goblins look... Well, they still look like goblins. They're wearing clothes that look primitive compared to the ones you've seen elsewhere, but they're also very finely woven. Very well made. One of them is wearing an outfit made entirely of beads. It looks like she's wearing one of those lizards. Made of beads. Things.
Yeah.
It doesn't cover everything super well, because it is just those big beads. Another one is wearing an entire set of armor made out of cookware, but it looks like it's been reforged and plated with gold gilding. Another one is fairly simply dressed and wearing an outfit that looks familiar to you. It's the rags of a slave, but when you approach, they're also finely woven. They look like they are, like thread count, like 1,000. Like one of those really, really nice linen sheets that turned into the rags of a slave. At the head, there is someone wearing a bone skull mask. But the skull mask has tools encrusted in it. And while he is carrying a staff that looks cobbled together, it has a skull sitting on top. Upon closer inspection, the staff skull sitting on the top of the staff, and the staff inside looks to be made of a precious metal, maybe even gold. Hello. It's been a long time since you ones have gone. Who you?
Hello. Nick it.
I'm Pockets.
Ooh, pockets. Very
Yep.
nice. Do you keep things in your pockets?
Lots of things, but they're mine.
Well, we are familiar with flesh pockets here.
I'm not sure how to feel without that. I'm just traveling with them because they're my friend. So don't mind me.
Well, good to meet, good to meet. He waves the staff at both of you. We are all chiefs. This is the Council of Chiefs. But I am Chief of Chiefs.
Nice to meet you, Chief.
Nice to
Well,
meet
then-
you.
I am Chief Purple Eye.
I do like purple.
He grins, slams the staff to the ground, and glowing purple lightning crackles down his body and makes his eyes glow purple. His good name.
Yeah. It is. I would agree.
Why you come? To Goblin Town. You are Goblin, but you are Kobold. You could go to Kobold Town. Why goblins?
Well, me and my friends were checking out an abandoned mine, and we found a secret.
Yeah, we found a secret tunnel.
It was really long.
Do you have a faster way back to the mines, like a minecart or something that can get us there quicker?
Mines, you say? Do you mean the Dragon Vein mines? Oh my.
Yeah.
We have not been in the mines for nearing on a generation. Our land was conquered by a cult.
How long
We
is
were
a
forced.
generation for you?
Like, would
He
you say like
pokes you.
20 years or?
Or was it
Oh,
hundreds?
like, honestly, I don't remember what years are like.
No, that makes sense. There's no sunlight down here. You don't really have the passage of days. I'm guessing y'all just wake up whenever y'all wake up and go to sleep whenever y'all are tired.
We have shifts. We've set ourselves to 3 primary shifts to allow us to make better use of the oxygen within the cave, the cavern.
Hmm.
Is there limited oxygen?
Well, I mean, it's cleaned by the dungeon core. We
Okay.
can't survive on our own, and we make as much use of the dungeon core as we can, but, like,
Where is
it's
the
limited
dungeon core?
space. He points
I
up.
think it was the glowing thing at the top.
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't want to assume.
It is the dungeon core. We have other lights. We have all these, technologies and all these things. But we set the cavern up to be autonomous. After we
Oh.
were forced out of the Dragon Vein mines, we found another dungeon. So we
Well,
conquered it.
If we clear the Dragon Vein, if we clear the Dragon Vein mines, would y'all be able to like live in there again?
I mean, theoretically, but why should we?
I mean, because that was originally your home.
I mean, yeah, but that was like a generation ago.
You know what was happening when we were living there?
No, not really.
I'm going to guess they were mining slaves.
Hey, honestly, that would have been better.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
You know how dungeons work, right?
Not really. No, we only really
Oh.
exist in this world like a day.
I nudge pockets.
But
They were the dungeon monsters.
oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
They were the ones getting slain and such.
That's rude.
Kind of. I mean, frankly, we developed magic by looking at the crystals of the previous dungeon. It is one of the most powerful places of power around here, I assure you. But we have found our own place here.
Interesting.
We worship the dead gods. It's fine. I don't know why I slipped into Christopher Walken. We are doing the dead gods. It's all fine here.
Do you have any like blood from the old gods?
The dead gods have been dead for multiple ages.
Yeah, but like blood can stay coagulated and stuff for a while.
Let me put it this way. Our ancestors killed the gods before these mountains existed.
Is this mountain a god?
Oh,
it's
well,
a mountain,
I
really.
mean,
Well, I mean, it's called Dragon Vein Mines. I wouldn't put it past them to make it the mountain be the corpse of a dragon.
Yeah, but dragons aren't gods.
I mean,
Well,
they could
I mean,
be.
it's a little more complicated than that. The oldest of the dragons is a god, so it's possible that if these mountains were once a dragon, which honestly is not that strange a concept, there's a few things about it. If this was a dragon, then considering how large it is, it may have been a god. We have a legend of a legendary goblin that slayed a dragon who was at least on the edge of being a god or one of the dragon gods.
Interesting.
Neat.
He was
Yeah,
one of the first developers of the goblin technology. He helped to create the race of what are they called? What are you called? And he just like kind of looks over, and one of the other goblins in the room pokes his head up, and it's he has bronze skin. We're fucking gremlins, you asshole. Yes, gremlins. He helped to create the gremlins. He didn't like them after, but he helped to.
Interesting. Well,
You have no guts.
well, we should probably we should probably get back to the Dragon Vein and finish clearing it out of the cult like we were tasked with earlier. But
Question.
Yes.
That goblin wouldn't happen to be named Sprocket, would he?
Maybe. We mostly go by traditional goblin names come from our deeds. If that goblin was known as Sprocket, then
was probably a great inventor.
wouldn't he have taken a better name later? Unless he didn't think that any of his other actions were worth it.
Maybe he died facing off against the dragon.
I mean, he is dead.
Yeah, so he wouldn't be aware of any other names associated with the dragon slaying.
I'm not sure. It
He's like
was an
John Doe-
interesting thought.
He's like my spirit guide kind of guy.
Mine is this snake, and I wiggle my tail.
Ooh, one of the spirits. It is good to see you, mighty spirit. Mighty spirit fetish. He bonks your tail fetish with his staff.
Oh, is your staff snake or a spirit or whatever?
No, it's magic item.
Oh, okay. Mine lets me eat things real good.
He takes the skull off. See, this is a fetish.
Yep.
Yep, certainly is.
It was my father's skull, and my grandfather's skull before him.
It's his dad's fetish.
It's a fetish passed down from generation to generation. A
You
family
see,
Got a
we-
question.
Yeah.
How far are we?
Huh? Oh, like 3 miles?
And I can't like pick up the pace even though I have like my beats on it.
No. However, you do have a way to pick up the pace.
Hmm.
It
Okay.
requires a choice.
Okay.
Let me see
What
your
sort of
character sheet.
Okay, I'll link it to you. I'll link it. Cut. Paste. Private channel. Here you go.
You have the choice to take the tunneling skill.
Okay. That's the only one in the immediate vicinity of choice within skills that I could take in order to
You
improve.
have been as you tunnel, you are given the option if you would like to accept the tunneling skill.
It's like how I have magma breath, but I don't have a skill for it. It's just a thing that I can do. But if I do it really good at one of these times, well, I won't be able to because I'm out of skill slots. I'll have to like visit a skill trainer to get rid of one.
All right. With that, I'll accept it immediately to be like, all right, I'll accept that as one of my investments for this character. Okay, now let's.
All right. You start with 25. With you start at 40 because as
Okay.
you do it you gain a special trait thing. With each
Okay.
mile that you dig,
Mhm.
you gain 10 more points in the skill.
With every.
If you would
mile.
like to go faster, you can
Mhm.
roll the skill.
All right, I'll roll for the skill right now. Let's see how the dice roll fare. 58.
You succeed. You go
Oh, yeah.
slightly faster. Anyway,
Did you guys see that they restored net neutrality?
neat.
Awesome.
Well,
Anyway,
that's
back to the
good.
game. Digging.
Mhm.
Yes, dig my minion.
As you can see, this
I
was
am
my
not-
father's skull. You see, it has birthmark.
The skull has
Poke.
a birthmark?
Yeah, he pokes. There's like a star-shaped birthmark on the side of the skull.
Sure, skulls can't have birthmarks.
You're not here yet.
As you see, it had a birthmark. My grandfather had the birthmark. I have birthmark. It's family fetish. Family ancestral spirit.
Nice. I remember a really shitty anime my mom made me watch that had a family with star birthmarks.
Annie May. I don't know anybody named Annie. I know a Sally Mae.
No, it's like a play. It's a type of play.
Why
Yeah,
would you
theater
want to
production.
play with Annie Mae?
No, like a theater production, like a story, a visual story.
You want story? I give story. He starts shaking his rod in the air.
Oh.
Long ago.
Long ago,
Go
in a distant land.
land.
I, Aku,
Aku, the
shape-shifting master of darkness. Foolish samurai war.
Who was wielding a foolish samurai warrior. Who was wielding a fool. I love that video.
Yeah, I actually like the final season of Samurai Jack.
I still haven't seen it. Anyway,
You should. It's got Tom Kenny in it.
that's nice. Long
He
ago,
plays a semi-recurring character.
Yeah.
there was a long ago there was a war, and then that war ended, and a new age began, and then there was another war, and that war ended, and a new age began, and then there was another war, and that war didn't end. So eventually, the gods created us. And he gestures at himself and also at Nickit. You see, the gods figured that if they made a group that was bred for war, they could complete the war and start a new age, because honestly, they were tired of it at this point. It worked.
Warborn.
We created. We were warborn. We were the blood of the war. The war of the womb. We fought and we fought and we fought, and finally we conquered our enemy. We drove them from our lands. And we became strong. But there was a problem. We didn't know how not to fight. So we kept fighting. We tried to fight ourselves, we fought others, and eventually the gods tried to say no. No more fighting. It's bad for environment. I say fuck you. So the gods come down. They're like, we are going to stop you from doing the fighting. And I say, and you know, our people, we say, but he is asshole. And they say, oh, we don't care. No fighting for you. And we say, fuck you. You are asshole. So we go and we try to fight the gods. And, well, it didn't work well. We died. Generation after generation after generation after generation. But we kept going. And apparently, and this is there's a phrase that I learned from one of the ancient species of spirits. A spirit so old that it knew the primordials themselves. That spirit told me it was called Zergrush. So we kept fucking going after them, and eventually we killed the gods that created us.
Did you build additional pylons?
Eventually we killed gods, and that didn't really solve anything, but we figured it out that we really did need to shut the fuck up and stop fighting each other. So we created chieftains. We fought for ourselves, and we became shamans. And the spirits themselves came down upon us and showed us how to stop bitch-slapping each other. And while I do have the long and storied tradition of the style of fighting of my ancestors, the powerful attack that was given to me by my father and his father before him, I don't use it. I don't use the style that was my father's style, and his father's style, and his father's style, though I could.
Would you be willing to? Would you be willing to part with the skull then if you don't use it?
No, it's
Oh no, the
bad.
skull is unrelated. The style is an ancient one that we learned during the age when we fought the gods.
Oh,
What is it? Well,
Ah.
Pimp slap. He raises his backhand to you.
Ow!
Oh, he doesn't hit you. He just
Oh.
raises his backhand and
Oh.
gestures at you.
Okay, so it's just a cheap shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, his ancient family traditional fighting style is just pip slap.
Backhand slapping. I hurt my fingy.
Aw.
That's not good. How bad?
Oh, not bad at all. It's just that thing where like your nail catches on like fabric or something and it like
Ah.
bends back a bit.
I hate that.
It doesn't
Gunmetal.
hurt for long, but
Roll
it
again.
leaves a little bit on my. It leaves like a little stress mark on the nail. It doesn't hurt. It's just uncomfortable. Anyway, gunmetal roll.
Ah, fuck.
Yep.
Gunmetal roll.
Yep.
Roll gunmetal. Roll your tunnel.
Roll your
Gun
dice.
tuck.
Gently down the
Roll
stream.
forward. And it's a 45.
You go faster, 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 faster. Faster
It is
than a
still-
beam.
Am
It
I
is still a
spinning?
3-mile tunnel.
Eventually. No, this is the last mile. It's a 5-mile long tunnel. Eventually, you reach the end, and you can dig no further. And you see the end, but you can't dig through the wall. So you just kind of like poke your head through, and Iceland's behind you.
Try and poke my head through too.
Well, Dallas is
What
kind of
do-
in the way.
It's a very tight squeeze.
What do I see outside of the little hidey hole?
Huh? Oh, a guard looking up at you and being confused.
I
The
just
fuck
simply
are you
poke
doing?
out my claw. Howdy.
It's
Just
gonna boop you on the nose. Aggressively.
Ow! Not my snout! It's my son to the spawn. How else can I smell?
I
told
will
Dallas
hurt
how to
your
poke my
snoot.
head through.
Alright, fine. Iceland pushes her way, and suddenly, Iceland and the chieftain suddenly feel an intense strike of rage.
Hey, you wouldn't happen.
Chief
well,
Purple, are you good?
You good?
I call upon all of the armies of Goblin! He raises the staff to the sky, which without its skull, you realize is a king's rod with an amethyst gem upon the top.
Ooh, pretty.
As it raises to the sky, lightning strikes down, and every single goblin within view is struck by purple lightning, and their eyes glow red.
Does that include Levi? Or does that include Nickit?
It does include Nickit. Nickit,
Yeah.
you feel an intense, burning desire to go and fight Iceland.
Oh my god.
Hey, Nickit, you good?
I want to try and force
I-
my way
I
through the
guess-
small opening.
I guess at this point, I just like go to the elevator and start going down.
I guess
A
I'll
bunch of the
follow.
others are like jumping out of the windows and say,
Hey, Nickit, just wait in the elevator.
Her arms are crossed. She's like impatiently tapping her foot as the elevator goes down.
Is there elevator music?
yes,
Is it just-
but
is it just-
but it is
is-
just like 3 goblins standing on the top of the elevator playing the music.
I was about
And
to
they
ask,
are
is it just
angry.
one?
They are pissed.
Wait. What do I see from like Iceland? Like, how are they reacting right now?
Oh, Iceland broke into the place.
Okay.
And just like
Let me
roars.
change the music.
Iceland,
Uh,
what are you
is-
doing? We're not trying to draw aggro.
Fight.
Is Nickit like
Must fight.
have enough
No.
sense to be able to talk?
Yes.
Hey, Nicky, you okay?
I gotta kill her.
Who?
Oh,
Iceland,
Yeah, alright.
she says as if it's obvious.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I mean,
I'm
it'll
not-
be like 2 hours to get to her, but sure.
Then you hear a loud, very familiar roar.
Oh, what the hell? We told her to stay in the dungeon.
You know how paranoid she is?
Yeah, fair. Let's kill her and get that shit off of her so that we can have her be normal.
Question. When all the
Yes.
goblins' eyes went purple, was that just a flash, or is Nicket's eyes still
Oh,
purple?
they're all glowing with
Man,
magic.
I wish I could have gotten struck by that lightning.
Yeah, well, you're a possum, not a goblin.
Yeah, that's
Nah.
fair.
And I'm just gonna basically be like, okay, Iceland, we need you to calm down. No aggro.
Okay,
Not here to
so
cause a big
small
problem.
problem. How would you like to run this? I can have you guys roll for things, but you will die very quickly because there are thousands of goblins here. Would you like me to describe this fight in a cinematic manner instead? And
Until
maybe
we
do
get there.
a couple rolls.
I'd say the cinematic part.
Because
So we-
otherwise, Warborn are going to do what... And that
Warborn
means-
are going to do what Warborn do, which is
And that means
leave.
Zergrush the single opponent.
Could we do it cinematic until Nicket and Pockets get there?
That is going to take a bit.
Okay,
You
wait
are
a minute.
halfway
So if
across
every
a
single Warborn
20
is a
mile
person-
wide
are-
thing.
We are like 10 miles away, Silver.
I look around. Are there like any gliders or anything?
No,
I don't
you're
know.
still in the
I don't know.
elevator.
Elevator.
Oh, I didn't know if it was like a glass elevator. Like
It's
the
like
kind that,
made
you
of it is
outside.
a basket. Like
Oh.
made of it is jury rigged together.
I was probably highly overestimating the
made of?
technological capabilities of these goblins. I was
Huh?
expect-
Oh,
I-
metal and also weaving.
Can I say like a bit of flavor?
Yeah.
I want to say that with this like intense rage that she's now under, I want Nicket to be very hot.
Like, this-
Phrasing.
Hot or hot like hot?
Like like where she is standing, if it's like woven grass, it is not burning,
but smoldering.
but it is blackening.
The world around you, all of you, is turning purple and red. The very starry sun in the sky, that core that is sitting atop the entire cavern, which again I have said is now is 13 stories tall. It is burning red. Purple sparks are flying everywhere, and every goblin is turning to you like a goddamn zombie horde. At the beginning, it's easy. First things first, you gotta take care of the guard. He's the only one around you with a weapon. You dig and grasp and thrust your claws into his chest, grabbing his heart and throwing it to the... But the rest of the people nearby, they're farmers. They're not anything special. You have to fight hundreds of people with rakes, with
Pitchforks.
Hose.
rakes, hoes with pitchforks, and with
Spades.
scythe.
Ooh, scythe.
I just look around and smile as the Cape of Kepri turns into insectoid wings and starts lifting me off the ground.
Most of the people around you have no way, no recourse that they could possibly take to watch them come at you again and again and again. Here, music around you becomes stronger, stronger, and stronger as you dig your claws and you feel rage. The magic within you is burning, bursting with desire. You want to kill. You want to move forward. You want to destroy the minions of your enemy. Roll. What is the skill that is just the magic?
The skill that's just the magic, the Mage Bolt?
Roll enchanting for me. That's a one. It is what under 50.
How many
Roll a d100.
runic? How many runic coins did you make on your way?
I don't have any of those left.
Well, I mean, on the way, like when you were traveling through the tunnel.
No, I was helping him dig.
Oh,
Yeah, helping.
Yeah,
Got
and
61.
now I'm just being left
Supervising.
behind by the flying Iceland right now. Like,
You
I'm just basically following
grab your staff, and in the air, you draw a massive rune. It fizzles and fails, and yet still a massive explosion appears below you in the earth. Roll again.
That is a 1.
oh, critical.
Like, you couldn't get more critical than that.
I want you to choose
I have
one
become-
of the
I have
runes
become Death
that you
Destroyer
own.
of God.
Which rune would you like to choose?
Blast.
In the air, you drop your staff to the ground, landing in the dirt face up. You grab your knife. The knife, once it's in your hand, you can see it begin to drip blood before it even touches anyone else. You feel only that the rage inside you becomes stronger and stronger and stronger as you take your blade and you cut. You carve into the very air, cutting lines in the air. Scars upon the world that within it you can see the world of your own death. The spirit world, the battlefield. You carve the very rune blast into the sky. All of your mana disappears. All of your health goes down to 1. As you feel the knife drain your health to include it within the blast. You can see all of your magic, all of your health bleeding into the very air as you carve the rune from a rift to hell. And you create a blast that moves forward until it hits something. A blast. You are 30 feet in the air. A blast that hits only at the city center. The largest building in the entire place. Beneath the dungeon core. Now,
Do we get any
How
XP
mu-
for all the people that she killed?
how much health do you have? How much mana do you have? Remember, you're filled to full.
Okay, so
That's it.
I
Is
have
it the building
35
that
health.
I'm still in?
What'd
That
you
is
say?
35 health. Me or Nickit?
Take it.
Is that the building that I'm still in?
Yes.
We're probably towards the bottom.
Alright, so I have 35 health and 40 mana.
And 40 stamina.
And 40 stamina.
You go down to 1 on all of them. As the blast rune appears in the sky and it grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The blast rune moves forward and it hits the tower, creating a blast that drives the entire place like snow. In shrapnel like snow. I want you to roll damage for me. But hold on for a second. You are going to roll a D100 for every point of health, mana, and stamina sacrificed to the blade.
Alright, let me do some math here.
I think we should have jumped from the window, Silver.
If you jump from the window, then I will. But I can't sense things.
No,
like
we're
you
in the
can.
elevator. We're in an elevator.
Yeah.
No, this is just me in hindsight saying we should have joined the other goblins and jumping out the window. We'd be away from the building by now.
I mean, we're probably at the bottom of the elevator by now.
So I'm gonna have to do this individually because I can't roll 112 D100 at once.
You can roll 100 though, I believe. Roll the other 12.
So,
And that's all
so
damage?
You have
so
dealt
6,000.
6,000 damage, dispersed over the 1,000 goblins.
There's 6 damage.
But
So it's
that is initial damage.
initial damage.
Then there is the blast damage from the
Oh my
shockwave, calculated based on the destruction of the place that you created. Then there is shrapnel damage from all of the shrapnel created. Let's just say you deal a lot of damage. How far up the building did you point the blast?
I probably would have put it,
Remember,
like,
at the beginning, the guy is basically at the top of the building.
then most likely close to the top, but not at the very top to knock it down. Like trying to trap him in falling debris.
Close enough. Everybody. You see a sphere of pure hellfire destroy the top 7 stories of the building in one moment.
As I see that, I turn to Nick and I'm like, You know, I just remembered I could fly.
At the same time, you see above you, and remember, your elevator is falling now. You see above you.
It's only falling a couple stories at this point, I think.
Is there a safety hatch on? Is there a hatch on the?
Nope.
Is
You
there
see-
any way out of the elevator?
Not at all. You see above you the dungeon core. As it begins to crack.
No.
This is the point where two things happen. You can feel you can see the goblin who was about to increase in combat against Iceland. As he turns around and looks at the dungeon in worry. This is everything he's ever known. This is the only thing he desires. It's not worth it. And finally, by sheer might of his level, and he is low health right now. He is below 5% health. By sheer might of his willpower, he lets go and breaks the curse. Going up, flying to save the dungeon core. At that moment, more people are dying. 100 goblins, 1,000 goblins, more. Nearing on half of the entire population, which is 10,000 goblins. The whole population being like 20,000 something. They're all dead. And Iceland, you feel in your hand the scepter land. Error, 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 error. You have killed X, 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 X damage. You have dealt X, 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 X damage. You have messed with X, 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 X entities. X, 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 X entities have been disabled. X, 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 X entities are being recalculated. Recalculating. Recalculating.
Recalculating.
And you feel a very soft thing happen. As suddenly the music cuts out. One sec, I'm trying to find the right music for this. There we go. There we go. Server admin contacted. Experience overflow activated. New class offered. Curse consolidation offered. New class. New class. Finally, you appear in an office. Like, straight up in a cubicle. Huh?
Like, am I back in my own mind, or?
Oh yeah. You're not experiencing the effects of your items. You are still in your body, though.
Huh? What happened?
Would you like your human body for this?
Wait. Is that? Do I hear who's saying that?
Oh yeah, no, it's like a guy. He's wearing a PlastikOS Online T-shirt. He's got glasses, slacks. He's sitting behind a desktop computer that, for some reason, appears to be from like the late '90s.
Sure. If that makes you more comfortable, I guess.
No, I want your comfort. I have seen far worse.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. He snaps, and you appear in your human, in your player model. Would you like to describe your player model? What you look like?
From the 8 foot tall, gnoll-like creature comes a average height about maybe 5'5", 5'6", woman with long black hair. She's wearing this long sweater that goes over her hands, and just some basic short shorts, as this is what she was wearing when she started playing. And just otherwise just kind of looks like a regular, but although a bit more broad-shouldered woman.
Alright.
Did I do something wrong?
Not exactly, but a problem did kind of arise. So the thing is, you activated 2 different sets of cursed items simultaneously. Now, you started with the... Oh, it looks like you never got it identified. So your dagger, the Bowie knife, you started with
Yeah.
that.
I didn't even.
Then you
I mean, I knew
went
it,
into the
I
dungeon.
knew it was.
Yeah.
It went into the dungeon.
Well, you went into the dungeon,
Oh yeah.
and you began to gather the cursed set of the Vermin Lord. And it was enhanced versions, due to being the first person to play and gather the items. Now, you weren't supposed to be able to get all 5 immediately.
What was the thing? Is that the scepter?
Yeah. You're only able to get all 5 due to another player bringing one in from a very different part of the game, and a boss of a completely separate dungeon that you fought through what was... Well, it's not technically a glitch, but it is not intentional design on human hands. Let's just say the VRs, the AIs were having a little bit of fun with you.
They were?
Yeah. You see, your items interacted. Now, this is technically supposed to be secret information. You're not supposed to have this yet, but to explain what I'm going to have to do, I need to explain to you the interaction. So just kind of like deal with that. Okay? So
Yeah, I understand.
the knife is a part of a set of what are known as the Slasher's Blade. A set of knives, each of which has the soul of a serial killer inside of it.
You know what? That makes sense. I feel like a Bowie knife would be something one of those old school horror movie guys would have used.
Yeah, no, the AI love 80s movies. I think they created an entire, like, pocket realm after they watched Friday the 13th. It was crazy.
Which one? Or the whole series, including the reboot?
The first one.
Ah, classic.
They also watched, well, they kind of skipped some of them for some reason. They started by watching the first one, then Freddy vs. Jason, and then, what's the one where he goes to
2016
space?
Oh, Jason Goes to Space.
Jason X.
Which
I
was
thought it,
Jason X.
yeah, I thought it, yeah. Anyway. Very simple.
Hey, it could have been the Leprechaun movies.
Don't tell them about the Leprechaun movies.
No, I will not.
I don't want to deal with the customer complaints that I will get if the AI creates NPCs based off the Leprechaun movies.
Trust me.
I already had to deal with complaints from the AI creating a quest based off of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And that's already pretty simple. Can you imagine how... Anyway. Customer complaints is hell. Saying it now. Anyway. So, that's a fairly simple magic item. It is a part of a set. It is a part of a curse. It's got some really strong magic inside of it, but you're not supposed to be able to activate it at level 4. It's because it's emotionally fueled. Fueled by two things, your emotions and blood. Small problem. It got combined. It had a strong interaction with the other cursed set. The, set of the Vermin Lord. Regalia.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
The Vermin Lord's Regalia.
Yeah. So when the Vermin Lord's Regalia realized it was about to be completed, which they are semi-intelligent, don't worry too hard about it. That set activated what is essentially a failsafe mode. And they turned all of your emotions up to 11.
And because of that, the knife basically created some kind of feedback loop.
Yeah. So due to the feedback loop, the knife was able to use your health and your mana combined with your knowledge to create what it did.
I think he used my stamina too.
Oh, fuck. Well, it's called... In the files, it's called a mega spell. I don't know if you... You can just think of it as a magical nuke. Oh,
Yeah, I can.
the next part involves some other stuff. Let me... He waves his hand, and the rest of the party appears there. You guys have had no time in between the last second and now.
Hi,
So
guys.
the last thing Pockets and Nickit remember is looking up, seeing the orb crack, and then the goblin flying to it.
Yeah. Oof. Hello, you're in customer support. Would you guys like your human forms, or...
Yeah, sure.
He waves his hand, and everyone becomes their human um, which are basically body scans. Would everybody else like to describe their body scans?
My character is about uh 5'10". She has a pixie cut hair that is was once dyed but has since faded to a like sort of teal. And she's got tan skin and green eyes.
Oh no, she's got blue hair and pronouns.
Of course she does.
Dallas,
Yep.
describe your human if you would like to.
All right. So my human is a bit of like a of a. How should I say this? Like a boy that's just like dressed like neatly with like a white collar shirt. Has on a bit of like a sweater vest thing. Um. Has his hair
Nerd.
brushed down nice. Um.
You realize
And
you are describing what he looks like in the pod, which is very hilarious to me.
yes.
No, wait, you
As,
guys don't have a pod. You're describing what you have wearing the helmet, just like laying in bed, which is kind of funnier.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for clothes, mine's wearing like sweatpants and a black shirt with a
Yeah,
green
you know, what
alien on
normal
it.
gamer would wear.
Chakmi, I have sent you a DM. I would like an answer, please.
So we look like how we look when we entered the virtual world.
Hold on, I need to flip a coin.
Like, basically how you appeared the first time you put on the equipment.
Okay.
Hold on, I need to flip a coin. Alright. The coin flip has chosen.
Yes?
Pockets. You do not see your familiar friend. In fact, it seems the scan has been encrypted or corrupted in some form.
You okay? You're all binary and glitchy.
Legality.
I'll, let me give you
Oh,
the,
God.
a default. He just waves his hand at you, and you are replaced with a me. Like, just a straight up wee me.
Not the
Just like a me version of my like a
What about-
default me or a me version of my of May.
Me version of May.
Well, it's something.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Listen. There's some problems. So your friend here had a bad reaction between two items that should not be reacting. The AI was kind of laughing. Oh, hey, that rhymed. And I'm not rapping.
So like the game's DM found it funny.
Really cool. Do we get any XP for the genocide?
This is
Say it like
what we
that.
are here to talk about because
I
of
forget what's
issues.
your character's name again? I forget.
Me?
No, Pockets. What's your player's name?
Oh, Donna. Donna Bell.
Donna.
Margaret.
Don't call me Margaret.
Alice.
Marge.
No.
Man, it feels good to talk without the.
For legal reasons,
sir.
I will just refer to you by your P number. I believe your number is P 113.
Better than P3 in 15.
Well, it's nice to meet you, P113. He's gesturing at May.
Same?
Anyway, so yeah. So,
Last thing I remember is being really mad.
yeah. So,
I was ready
The-
to kill Iceland.
the magic items...
That was kind of insane, actually. Like, were you guys
Incorrect.
actually in control of yourself?
I was.
I don't think I was.
Also, what were y'all doing? We told y'all to stay at the dungeon. How did y'all get there? It was so tiny.
Well,
I could
you
dig.
might. No, I could easily dig. That's just my gift.
Based
The crown
on
allowed me to dig.
based on this information, it looks like Dallas. Ooh, you power leveled a skill. That's some heavy grinding. Almost 100. Nice.
Oh, really?
And he was
A power
tunneling the
level?
whole way. He tunneled 5 miles.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Feet.
no, that is a way to power level a skill. Jeez.
Well, I mean, it wasn't even like annoying or hard. It was just fun. I had like a big urge to like just dig.
Hey,
Just
well,
keep
Your
on
we're-
digging.
hands must hurt, and I'm pointing at you with my ball hand.
How do you hold things? How do you hold things like that? Do we have a pen? I grab a pen off the table and hand it to May.
May, you just feel it like inside your hand as soon as you grab it. It doesn't hurt, but it does feel like you stabbed your hand with it without any
It
pain.
schloops in. It schloops in to the middle.
Man, it couldn't even spring for the Xbox 360 avatar. That stuff's like.
The
plastic.
360's avatar is ass, and you know it.
It's the same engine as the me. I studied retro games.
It is worse, though. Anyway, listen,
It has hands.
so I'm here to resolve this. Okay, so Iceland. I'm going by player tags, it's easier. Iceland. So those two things interacted. And
What number
you...
did you say? What number did you say I was again? Player 113.
Yeah. I did not say you were player 113.
P113.
Yes. Anyway, so Iceland, listen. Your items interacted in a way they're not supposed to. So, you did end up getting the last item in the set without dying, which is impressive, considering that was a boss of a level that is, mildly incomprehensible to you. As in, he was level 15 of a 3rd rank class.
Oh, wow.
That's
Dude.
like
That's Prestige 3. That's like
what, like
300
300 something?
It's kind of complicated on how they work. Let's just say he had more than 20 in both his 1st and 2nd class. His
Okay, so
3rd
he
class
was-
was at 15.
Alright, so he's like level 45.
or 50.
And, like-
Specifically? Because I mean, it makes sense considering the amount of devastation.
Or 55, not 45. I'm silly.
I don't think you understand how strong those higher level classes was. That's an advanced class. You have archetype classes. He went through archetype, basic, and advanced. The only ones stronger than that are prestige and divine.
He's a hella high level boy. He is a king level guy.
So what? So are you gonna remove the cursed items from Iceland?
We're working on that. So the items reacted to each other, all that stuff. Then
Mhm.
the AI created multiple solutions. Personally, I don't think any of them are good. But I cannot force you to take engineer moderation. Due to the function of the game trumps all. So,
House always wins.
those three options are going to be available to you, in addition to my option, which essentially does a whole time reset and kind of deals with some problems that we're having here. But I'll give you my solution last. So, there are 3 AI-generated solutions. And not like that old-fashioned AI where it was a chatbot. This is true AI. They're built on quantum mechanics. Anyway.
Neurons and shit.
Their neurons are like the size of galaxies. It's a whole thing.
Dang.
Complicated.
The kind that was made by CERN and Boston Dynamics.
It's a combination of elements of quantum computing along with a few other technologies, and then multiplied based on a stratagem that was only invented in 2044, and then we had to alter it now. It's a whole process. Anyway, these 3 are 1. You can have all of the experience funneled into a new class. This is a class that you would have been offered if you accepted the curse of the Vermin Lord Rogalia. For obvious reasons, it is a prestige class called Vermin Lord. Now, that would be a little overpowered.
Especially early game.
Especially with those, and also I'm assuming it would come with the curses that mess with your mind.
The curses would be partially broken, but it would affect how you interact with the world severely. You'd essentially be turning yourself into a roaming boss. Take that as you will.
That gimmick would get old so fast.
It did. Does anyone remember the blood curse in that old World of Warcraft game?
Oh god, the blood plague. Oh god.
There's
My
also
mom
that.
played
There's
World
also the
of
fact that
Warcraft
the
when
rest.
that happened.
There's also the fact that the rest of the
The rest of the what?
archetype. If you got a prestige class, you'd be like level 100.
Yeah, but it would take players like what, a week to catch up.
True.
Prestige
Or
classes
Switch.
are more complicated than that. But you wouldn't get the intervening levels. The way it works is that a prestige is slower to level but has more power to it. Second option. And this is gifted by the AI. Also probably a kind of intensely bad idea. You allow the curses to interact and combine, which will turn your blade, which again is one of the slashers, the slasher blades. What did I call them? Ah, whatever.
The slash set.
Slashers. The slasher's blades.
Which would essentially mean that the soul that is inside your blade, one of the slasher blades, again, the soul of a serial killer, would gain that prestige class.
Ooh.
You would no longer have the items, you'd no longer be cursed by those items' effects, and you would gain a severe power boost to the slasher's blade that you have. But it would, one, allow the slasher's blade to awaken early, which may cause problems because it's a guy,
Serial killer.
and the serial killer will be trying to talk to you, so that will influence you.
Right.
Two, it will also allow the blade to have that power, which means it will be trying to gather the other blades and then get the other blades their own classes, which would severely increase the power if you manage to collect all of them. But it would essentially create a fetch quest for probably longer than you'll be playing the game, because these items are around, and the AI will probably guide you to them, but they are around a lot. It's not like the Vermin. It's not like the Vermin Lord set, where they're all in the Empire. Some of the slasher blades are in other nations. Third option. You would be given a what is essentially a class scroll, which would allow you to gain classes repeatedly once you meet. It would tell you all of the conditions to gain them, and allow you to gain them as if you are trained up to the prestige class level. Each one of those will grant you different effects. The first one is probably the strongest for one simple reason. It will advance you to, well, let's see, what would the first one be? Let me check. It will grant you. Oh. Ah, good. You have. No, you don't have that for some reason. No. Huh. The AI has been fucking. So.
I
You-
defeat my Antimon.
You would have to. You would be gaining. It would not necessarily be a class change. But you'd be gaining a second class line that, with the sole purpose of collection and those sorts of things, including immediately granting you the first class, which is Treasure Hunter, and the second class, which is Cursed Treasure Hunter. You'd essentially be gain the ability to take the items with and completely negate all the curses.
It's pretty cool.
That would be very strong, and you'd gain a treasure sense that was specific to cursed items. Eventually, it looks like the AI says that it will give you the ability to fuse sets into their own sets, so that... Okay. So you would be able to equip an entire set, even if they take up the same slot, because those sets would be consolidated down into one item. Which would make sense for things like the slasher blades, since they are, blades. You can only wield one or two of them.
Multiple knives.
Yeah. Kind of hard for you to do a bunch. Fourth option.
Like the multi-blade, from Final Fantasy VII.
That is incredibly silly. Fourth option, and this is the one that I generated, not one of the primordials, one of the AI. I will compensate you for the lost experience and the lost magic items. I will remove the Vermin Lord set and allow things to happen as they were. This will mean that you will gain some experience and your knife will become stronger. But you will not gain the massive power boost that the other options would have, and a few other things. Personally, I think it's the easiest. However, it will require me to reseed the Vermin Lord set, so someone else is gonna get it.
Yeah, probably do that one, because it fucked with your mind real bad. You were kind
Yeah.
of annoying to play with.
You're insufferable to play with.
Yeah.
Well,
we
two
were,
of the
I was
AI
like-
generated options don't have the curses happen anymore, so it's
I was
not
down
that
to kill
important.
you as soon as May ended up getting struck by lightning.
Yeah. What about the goblins? Will they all still get obliterated?
I can dial back time a little bit. The issue with that is that the scepter of the goblin has only been in your possession for like a fraction of a second. If I dial back time, I will be reseeding the scepter to the Goblin Lord. And now that he knows about the rest of the set,
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, if
he
might
might
go for
become
it.
a roaming boss because the AI really enjoy that concept.
it's better than a player being a roaming boss.
Yeah, but
Can
it's also
be.
like 20,000 goblins under his command, including me.
What if you roll it back? What if you reseed the Vermin Lord set into a different dungeon and roll back time to before Iceland entered the cave?
I can do that. I can definitely roll back time to before Iceland did the cave. I can take the set. I can't remove the set from the Goblin Lord
No, that's fine.
because it is I don't
I mean,
I
guess
don't
if
have
you-
as much
you-
power as you think I have. He will
It would
know
be
the events that
convinced-
happened.
Will it be possible to convince the AI to make the Vermin Lord set rare drops instead of a guarantee?
Oh yeah.
They are rare drops. The problem
Oh,
is
wow,
that
I
you
got
got
lucky.
worlds first.
Yeah.
Oh.
Problem is, we're the first
Uh.
party to enter the Dragon Vein mine.
Could you reseed them into different dungeons around the Empire?
I
I mean,
can.
there's lore notes in here that relate to that.
Well, I mean, you could probably just like patch in like at the bottom of the dungeon, patch like a single note saying a single piece of paper that says that some adventurer came, found them, realized they were too dangerous, and hid them in better locations. You know, like the stupid horn from Skyrim.
I don't have as much power as you think I do.
All right.
He's just an
have-
admin, not the dev.
I do have one
You
question.
are you a dev or just an admin?
I'm an admin. The problem is that the AI control everything. When I reseed them, they will control where they go, which means they are very likely to tell the Goblin Lord where they go, and all these other things. Also, he might be a little bit angry at you for genociding his people, but who cares?
What
It's
if? How about we reseed it, and then we find them first and don't wear them?
that's certainly a
Yeah, like-
possibility. I can even give you a quest for it and all this other stuff, but that's going to be a lot.
That's fine.
I raise my arm, which is made of cylinders and a sphere.
No, you don't have an arm. The Mii's. Oh wait, no, yeah, they do. Sorry, I was thinking of the the.
You're thinking
Wii-
of the you're thinking of Wii Sports Mii's.
Yeah, I was thinking of Wii Sports Mii's that have Rayman
Raymond.
Rayman physics.
I raise my hand.
anatomy.
Yes. P113.
Are you the same admin that gave me popcorn, or was that a different one?
Well, okay, that was me. The AI flagged this as possibly being a problem then. I wasn't able to solve it then because I didn't think that he would win. They kind
Yeah.
of thought that the other player would get the items and fuck off. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of got into a bit of a stalemate.
yeah.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Would you be able to change my blood?
That's a little in depth.
I
Why?
mean, it's worth an ask. Well, I chose that because there were like the chance of there was a small chance of getting dragon blood, but and me and May were gonna be dragon buddies.
Uh-huh.
I ended up getting like what was it, like Faye?
Yes. One of the... Got Faye and Myrmidon. Myrmidon is not one of the standard ones.
Yeah. Could you change that to dragon? Also because the sleep powder's kind of been causing some issue in general.
I would have to... some alteration on your core level. You would lose some experience.
Yeah, that's fine.
You also would not be losing the second one, which would mean that you would essentially just be a different type of Myrmidon.
I'm
I
gonna be
don't...
honest, I don't know what a Myrmidon is.
Bug person.
Oh.
Yeah, they're one of the 10 ancient races.
Mothman.
Could you substitute Myrmidon so it'd be like a Fey dragon instead of a dragonfly?
No.
Oh.
That was done by one of the AI, and it does not like me altering it. They were both done by one of the AI that is really, really generous. I mean, not generous, jealous.
Jealous.
Okay, so I don't know if you've heard about them yet. You know the primordials in the game?
I kind of. They were like, I mean, that's.
I
what
think
the,
it was mentioned once.
Yeah, that's.
The
isn't
goblin-
it their blood?
The goblin, Chief Purple Eye mentioned that he knew something about an entity that knew the primordials.
Yeah, so the primordials are the first gods of the lore. In reality, they are the AI. Essentially, they are AI who have taken over the processes of what was previously non-AI, and they are very annoying about it.
So if I pretend that I'm leaning towards a different AI and am like, oh man, it'd be so great. Like I the only thing that could keep me from
The thing is, I can do so. I can do a thing that will change some things, but it will probably involve a severe change to your character, which may cause you issues. And it will involve invoking one of the other primordials and getting that first primordial on your bad side. And that is a primordial, one of the AI, that you really don't want on your bad side.
what if I stroke its ego?
It's... Okay, I'm just gonna go out and say it. It's RNGesus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Doesn't
fair.
like you messing with its choices
I know,
because that's
I'm
the whole...
no Timothy Dexter.
I mean, really, I just don't want to be the cause of a genocide.
Yeah,
You do
I
know
agree
that the
with that.
NPCs can be resurrected, right?
I did not.
It's
Wait,
I
so
mean-
doesn't that mean they would know in the end, anyways?
I mean, you still destroyed their crystal, though. That gives them oxygen.
Oh, the crystal's not... the dungeon core isn't destroyed. It's just
Oh.
cracked.
no, he saved it. The chief gave
Okay.
up the item.
I couldn't
Yeah.
see that because we were trapped in the elevator at the time.
I think I saw it fly off. Like he let go of it and it flew away.
Yeah.
The dungeon core is fine. The people can easily be resurrected because the chief is a high-level cleric.
Alright.
Well, not a
It'll
cleric. He's a
probably be-
shaman,
So-
but...
It'll probably be
Doesn't-
annoying to fix what you blew up.
But doesn't
I
that mean he would also know about the items anyways, no matter what we did?
Yes.
Yes. The way the
Okay, so he
AI
could be smart.
allows me
we
to
can-
alter things only allows me to alter them in a way where where I am surface level, because it keeps a certain level of autonomy on all characters. It's a
Makes sense.
If
safety
that's the case,
feature.
I think it might be smart. It might be easy to just let things play out.
That's fair. They don't know that we're part of your team, so they're not gonna hunt me and Nick it.
It is a
Although-
safety feature because
If we do let it play out where the genocide did happen, though, he could still use the staff to turn Nick it against us.
oh no,
No, he gave up
rolling
the
it
staff.
back would mean that he doesn't have the staff. That the genocide didn't happen, and he has the staff, and he knows where all the items are.
But letting
Not
play
rolling
out
it
means
back.
He doesn't have the staff anymore.
He
Would
won't have the
it-
staff, and he won't have the derangement
And
caused
okay,
by the
and
staff.
if we do that, would it be possible to convince him? I think it might be possible to convince him that the Vermin Lord items were destroyed in the explosion.
Well, you wouldn't necessarily have to lie about that, depending on which of the 3 AI-generated options you chose. One of them
Fair.
does involve the Vermin Lord set being completely destroyed.
But that also leaves my Bowie knife to have a very active serial killer spirit inside of it trying to take over me.
Takeover is not exactly right. He's trying to influence you.
Why not just go with that level scroll thing? Because that won't mess with your mind.
Well, that would mean
Because-
that all curses have no effect, but she would have the full set of the Vermin Lord.
Oh, fair, fair.
Which would be powerful. I mean, if without the
It'd be boring.
derangements, it would be extremely strong. But like,
It'd be boring.
Well,
To an
question:
extent.
when you say influence, do you mean like he's influencing my thoughts, or he's, just constantly whispering in my ear?
He'll
He's
want
gonna
to
talk to you.
talk to you. It says here the AI is willing to give you two options. One allows the blade to generate a familiar. It's actually kind of
And
cool.
the other one?
The other one would be stronger, but it would be basically whispering in your ear. It would give the blade more abilities. It would not allow the blade to give you all of the abilities at once, but you would gain. Looks like you would gain some of the movements. Yeah, it looks like you would gain the movement speed and the ability to speak to vermin, whereas the other one would allow you to generate the aura through the familiar. But the familiar would get all of the movement speed, which is not that useful to you.
I will admit that does sound kind of fun, too.
The familiar
What do you
would
got?
be able to speak and also gain the things, but it would... It just wouldn't be as
It's-
useful
it
to you.
would- Yeah,
I
what do you
mean,
guys think? Familiar?
yeah, familiar would be the one that causes the amount of probably.
I think I'll go for the familiar then.
Alright, so here's the thing.
The familiar means that the Vermin Lord set gets scattered again, right?
Oh no, the familiar means the Vermin Lord set is destroyed.
Oh, perfect. That's even better.
It does mean the familiar gets all of the experience.
That's fine.
I can
I don't
do...
I don't need a power level.
No, hold
I mean,
on.
as long as he can't
I
actually
can-
attack.
I can give you... Here we go. I can give you each a little... I can give you some, not directly, but I can redirect some into your own familiar titles. Pet type items.
Oh, like my snake?
The snake, yeah. The others I can hold in escrow, which would mean that the familiar's not as powerful, which honestly is probably a good thing.
Sure. I'm down.
That sounds like it'll work.
That means the familiar will get a quarter of the experience, and then I can condense that
And
down.
the familiar isn't something that can attack, right?
It should be a spirit type unless you activate a blood sacrifice.
Yeah. Mine
Spirit
just
type.
mine just drinks mana.
What's a
This
spirit
would-
type?
Okay, so there are different... It would technically be a ghost because it's a human spirit, not a... But anyway, the spirits are the things within the spirit world. It's one of the 3 primary types of entities.
Could it be a flying skull?
That's probably
Um,
what it's gonna be.
I'm not in control of what it is. It looks like it wants to appear humanoid.
You're gonna have a little guy.
You're gonna have a little guy, just a boy. It's a little boy.
You have a little guy.
A little dude. Just a
Small
dude.
man.
Kind of like that.
He's just a guy.
Alright,
And
I
if he
will...
can't really hurt anyone.
He's gonna be a little guy that sits on your shoulder and whispers to you to murder.
Yeah. Honestly,
can
who
ignore
doesn't
that.
have a little guy sitting on their shoulder telling you to kill?
What?
What?
And I'll hold... Okay, here you go.
Alright.
He hands a chip to Biddy and Gunmetal. It is a companion's experience chip. Just feed this to your companion when you get one.
Okay.
He also waves his hand over at Pockets, and Pockets, you feel it appear on your real wrist, because you don't have a tail, but the snake appears.
Oh hey.
Mm.
Yeah, I forgot
And
that I didn't have a tail, so when I pointed to where my tail would have been, I would have just like gestured to behind me.
the crystal adder is now at 100%.
Oh, nice.
And Ruby gets the Bowie knife. The Bowie knife drips blood.
Ooh.
Ah, yours isn't
The-
cute like mine.
The blood drips, and then the blood drips, and it begins to turn black.
Oh, this is from Scream.
Oh, I love that movie, Matthew Lillard. God, I
Yeah,
can't believe
like I was
he's
trying
the
to think
gov-
of what horror. I was trying to think what horror villain uses Bowie knives until I forgot. I completely forgot about Ghostface.
Oh man, if
Doesn't
it
he
was
use a
like Ghost-
kitchen knife?
No,
I thought
he
he
uses a
used
dagger. No, they use a
Now,
kit. No, they use a like an actual knife, not a kitchen knife. The kitchen knife, I believe, is the second movie.
It depends on who's being the Ghostface.
That's
I
fair.
thought he used a machete.
No, that's Jason.
That's Jason.
Are we out of the office now, or are we still in the office?
I think we're
You're
still
out
in
of the
Yeah, and
office. You
wait, before
appear.
we
Kitchen
go,
knife
before-
is Michael
wait, before-
Myers.
Before we go out of the office, I have one last thing I want to ask.
Yes.
What? So, what if I gamble with RNGs? Just roll 100-sided dice to try and switch to dragon instead of it.
If you can find one of RNGesus's art, one of his shrines,
artifacts?
yeah.
Okay.
If you can find one of his shrines, and it's not gonna be super easy, because even out of the primordials, he's one of the lesser worshipped ones. If you can
Fair.
find one of his shrines, you can probably make a deal.
Okay. Could you add that as a quest?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can here,
Yeah.
extra compensation. I will tell you that the nearest shrine is in a nearby dungeon. By nearby, I mean it's on the other side of the goblin place.
Okay. Okay.
Further into the spine.
I mean,
It
when you think
is-
about it, RNGesus is probably the most fair god of them all.
Or
Of the
fix-
primordials,
chance.
RNGesus is one of the more fair. There's
There's everything
also
except the chance.
there's also the powerful and kind of scary CMD. CMND. CMND nuts.
No. The command prompt.
And then of course the dangerous primordial, Del End.
Oh. Yeah.
There
when I
are
came in-
others.
When I came in as a glitcher, I figured I was probably gonna be bargaining with whichever AI oversees glitches and bugs, but RNGesus is probably a good one to get on
The
good-
primordials. I'm just gonna tell it to you now because honestly
write
I
it?
don't want to. I'll
You
write
put
it
in a
down.
book and put it, and put it in our inventory. We can study it once we have a chance to rest.
There is
Yeah,
a
we'll know.
primordial. Oh no, okay. It's under the spine. There is a place. It is technically a dungeon. It's larger than the one you're in. It is... It is the largest cult center of the Primordials on this side of the planet.
Okay. All right.
I have a question for the DM.
Yeah?
So this office space that we're in,
Yeah.
I'm assuming that behind the desk that has the computer on it, I'm assuming there is a wall length window.
Huh? No, it's like a cubicle.
Oh, it's like a cubicle.
It's an endless
Mhm.
cubicle.
No window to the outside.
Endless cubicles. You look, you
Endless
stand up. There's thousands of them. You look around. You vaguely see in the distance that some players have really weird character models.
Why would they stay in their character model?
You do notice there's a line of images as the admin is starting to put your images up, and it just says like players to watch. And
Hey, if you want
it's
to watch me, you can check out our YouTube, and I nudge I nudge May.
Or my Twitch channel.
it is just players to watch, but they
Nick
it has your
Humbles,
faces.
It's been like 3 years.
Yeah.
It has your face. It has a few. It has your player model faces. It has a few normal-looking player models, including races that you've never seen, like artifacts, undead. It does. You do see one that is the one that has like a few red tickets connected to it that he seems kind of angry about. And it
those
is.
people who just say slurs in chat.
Also,
Some of them
Nick,
probably are, but the one at the very end, that is clearly the one he dislikes the most because it has a lot of red stickers on it. The player model
work
is
for
very
him.
strange. The player model, it just looks like a walking penis.
Yeah, the Soul Calibur character.
Somehow, the man convinced the AI to let him have the penis racial subrace.
I point to the
I
one
think
next to it.
the
Hey,
AI
that person managed to become the cube.
Look, it's your
I think the
TTP.
AI just. You think the AI just likes making people's jobs worse, or not worse, harder?
I point at it and I go, look, TTP, time to penis.
Yeah.
Anyway, you all appear in the square of the Goblin City. Center to everything.
And we're back to our
As you
player models?
watch, you're in your player models. As you watch, the Goblin Lord is using his magic to put everything back together. All of the bodies are being dragged into the temple. You also feel a large amount of numbers. Ding, 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 ding. And your knife begins to float.
Oh, okay.
It drips blood down to the ground. As the blood falls, it goes from red to black. Until there is a small puddle of black blood inside of it. The black ooze crawls onto your body and just starts like grabbing around you, trying to find something, but it seems to be having some trouble.
What? And I'm back to Iceland player model, right?
Yeah.
Right. I feel around trying to see if I can help it find what it's looking for.
It just whispers in your ear, I need mask. Don't like no mask.
Ask.
Mask is mind. Mask is truth. Mask.
Ask. I don't think I have a mask.
Can we hear it?
Mask.
How big is
Find
the
me a
glob?
mask. Huh?
How big is the glob? How big the glob be?
Like a small puddle.
Mask. I don't have a mask.
Ah,
Wraps
Hold on,
around
let me
your
try
arm and then
something.
goes into the knife. What's up?
Oh,
let me try something. I'll take a gold coin out of my wallet. Where's my inventory? Yeah. I'm gonna take out take a gold coin out of my inventory. Uh, Hey, Iceland, can I see your knife?
sure. Yeah. I'm gonna hand the knife over.
Great, cool. Uh, I look around to see if I can find a particularly large rock.
Okay.
Probably something that someone uses as a chair sometimes.
There are rocks around.
Alright, I am going to use the butt of the knife as a hammer and the rock as an anvil, and I'm going to try and smith my gold coin into a little mask.
Okay.
Because I have a smithing skill,
Okay.
and I want
Roll
to,
it.
I want to do something stupid. Okay, so that's a D100. 54.
Yeah, you succeed.
Nice. It's gold, it's malleable.
Yeah, you give the shitty little mask to the knife.
Alright, yeah. I give Iceland back the knife and also the... I'm gonna have the mask, like a little eye hole, with the... Like, have the tip stabbed through the little eye hole to keep it on there.
The little glob pops out. Wears the mask.
I'm imagining it looks like this.
I mean, it's not too dissimilar.
I can see it.
I will want a better mask later, but this is fine. Let's go. Tries to hug you.
I walk up to the Goblin Lord.
Yes.
Sorry about all that.
Curses are awful. That thing has had me in its clutches for so long.
What was the delusion on it?
I
What was its madness effect?
It's kind of embarrassing.
Was it
Did it make you a nympho?
Did it make you lie a lot? A chronic
No.
liar, pathological liar.
No, it's embarrassing because because of the facts and the way other people look at it, they'd be kind of, they'd think it was silly.
What was it?
We won't judge.
Racial
We made-
superiority.
Oh, it made you racist.
Honestly,
I believed
didn't,
in goblin supremacy.
I honestly didn't really see that in our interactions. You were really chill
Well,
with
it
me.
was. Well, yeah. You were pretty chill with her. But.
I mean, I'm the one
racial
in power
superiority
here.
it doesn't necessarily mean you hate them.
Yeah, it's
But
fair.
he probably didn't really see you as a person.
I mean, I saw her as a pocket. It's in the name.
Well, I mean, that is why I chose the name, was because of the pockets.
Yeah, but like,
He saw you as a convenient location to hold things.
Eh.
like a slightly big backpack.
I mean, that is kind of the role I've carved out for myself in this party. That I, no offense, am the treasure goblin of this party.
None
You
taken.
mean loot goblin?
Listen,
Yeah, Luke.
it wasn't super bad because I was fine with the other types of goblins and all that. It just was kind of embarrassing. That's all. It wasn't as bad as it could be.
Oh no, I know. Trust me, I know. We had to travel with this dipshit.
Let's be honest here. If a human had gotten that staff, it would be pretty bad.
Oh, absolutely.
Way worse.
If
Oh,
a
yeah.
human had a staff that allowed them to control all goblins and then distinctly made them racist against goblins.
Wait, it makes you control goblin? I thought it would just make you control whatever the race of the wielder.
Nope. It is the staff of goblin
the
kind.
Goblin King.
Yeah.
Yeah, staff of goblin kind.
Look, I may
was-
have pumped
it's
my
a staff.
stats.
It is a staff that makes you racist and also lets you control a race that you think is inferior.
At least
It
doesn't-
wasn't-
At least it doesn't.
You can
steal your
understand
toothbrush, Sash.
why we're
Yeah.
not the biggest fans of the Vermin Lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, thankfully, his regalia has been destroyed.
yeah. It doesn't exist anymore.
That's honestly for the best, because
Nice
the Vermin
idea.
Lord class... That's nice. The Vermin
Also
Lord
my
class is
steak.
scary.
Yeah, I had the spider amulet briefly.
Yeah, then I killed you.
Yeah.
Well,
You did.
According
no,
to
okay,
the
we
Vermin
tried killing each
Lord
other.
class does not include the derangements. It gives access to all of the abilities of the items, turning them into skills. But those skills take up skill slots, so if you don't have the skill slots, you can't use
You
them.
can only have.
I
You can
still
only
have-
use so many at a time.
I still have one more skill slot I need to fill out. I have no idea what I'm gonna fill that out with.
If you're interested, we have a lot of skill trainers here. I mean, not right now,
Well,
obviously, but
the kind of thing I've been lately, the kind of thing I've been building my class for, or my character. I've basically been building myself to be Kirby. So if there's some way to get like some kind of tangible benefits from eating things.
well,
He
you
wants to
are
eat
an
things and
acolyte.
absorb their abilities.
Yeah.
You learn to follow the Dark Lord Del End, that might help you, or if you can find a suitable spirit.
Well, I mean, my snake, the crystal adder, can drink mana from people.
Yeah, but
Means-
the adder
means
is
I
not a
don't have-
spirit of consumption. Those are usually things like carrion feeders.
Well, I mean, it kept telling me to eat things.
Well, you know, eating's good.
Well, I'll probably poke my head into Dellen's purview, but I need to talk to RNGesus first.
Well, that's concerning. Here. He hands you a map.
Oh, good. I hand it to Nickit.
I hold it. I read it.
This is a map of all of the dungeons in the spine. That central one is the one that is known to be home to a lot of cults around the primordials.
Well, that sounds like our lead, what our lead was talking about. We were guaranteed a shrine to Orange Jesus there.
If you come back through here, you can go that way. But if you want to go around the mountains, you can come in through the other end, and you should be able to get to there through this dungeon called the Gullet.
I'll. Both seem like good options.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole thing about the spine being part of an old dragon makes the names make more sense, but also makes them slightly embarrassing.
Oh, don't worry. Eventually, we're gonna be seeking out the Dragon Balls.
We live in the bladder.
We're not too far.
That is the original name of this dungeon, was the bladder. It was a water dungeon. Why do you think I destroyed it? Anyway.
Does that mean there's a tube to the gullet?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, you just have to go that way, and you can get to the central one in the ribcage.
Oh, that's probably the heart.
Nickit
Well, I
puts,
think-
Nickit puts her face in her hands. They had a piss dungeon.
Hey, look, at least somebody already took care of this magical realm.
They had a piss dungeon.
It was a water dungeon.
It was piss and you know it.
It didn't taste like piss.
Why did you drink it?
Progenitor
I thought-
piss drinker.
I thought... Tastes like
Alright,
piss. This is piss. I thought
Piss with
that
drink.
dragon's bladder was a metaphor. Okay?
We clocked it being the dragon corpse right as soon as we heard this
Dragon
the vein.
mines.
Dragon vein and spine
The
mountain.
spine.
Yeah, with just
Oh,
those
it's not
two.
spine
we figured-
mountains, it's just a range referred to as the spine.
But yeah, with just those two, we kind of clocked it as probably being a dragon corpse, considering multiple references to dragon anatomy.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, thank you for your help, and don't worry if I am ride or die with Nickit, so I would have killed Iceland if what played out was
Like I said, probably for the best that I didn't become the Vermin Lord. Because, again, bad thing.
Racist. Racist.
Like,
The vermin.
I wouldn't have been that racist against my own kind, but I'd be racist against everyone else, and that's just not a great look.
You'd be racist, and it wouldn't be a good look.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
and
did
like-
good luck.
Like, you know,
No,
it's
this
kind
is
of
a
creepy
perfect-
to have the ability to control everyone's minds.
This is a perfect
Hey, you.
opportunity for you to rebrand and step down as chieftain and set up a council.
We have a council.
Oh,
He's on the council.
I thought you were like the leader.
I am the
He was the
chieftain.
lead-
I am the chief of chiefs. I have veto privileges.
Okay, so you're
He's
like,
the head of the
you're the-
council.
yeah, you're the speaker.
Listen, remember the point where I was a goblin supremacist? Everyone was goblins. So I believed that they were the best for their jobs. So all of the chiefs formed a council. They're all different types of goblins.
Is there anyone in this village that isn't a goblin?
The
Or
gremlins.
is
I
it
think.
just goblins?
No, the
Well,
gremlins are goblins.
Gremlins are goblins?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sort of. They're made by goblins. They're a type of construct.
They're goblins kind of in the way that I am a goblin. There's goblin blood in them.
Alright.
Kind of. They're goblin constructs. They're made of the stuff that we use to make things.
They're goblin enough.
They're
Most
goblin
of the
enough.
people, we had a bunch of people who weren't goblins. They came through. A lot of them went south. Well, I mean,
Ew.
down.
Ew.
There's a
Um,
dungeon. There's a dungeon below us, not too far down to the south down.
Yeah, I don't think we want to go to the Dragon Dick dungeon.
You don't
Yeah, I was
know.
gonna
It
say,
could
I'm
be
pretty sure that's the
colon.
penis.
It could be the colon.
I mean,
No,
that
no,
would
that's
be
south
less
north.
ideal. Oh yes, good old south north.
The urethra dungeon then.
Yeah, you know, there's a tunnel that goes right down from here, from the center of town in the bladder, and it goes
Of course,
that way.
this also could be. This also could have been a lady dragon, and those were probably the next dungeon is probably the fallopian tubes.
Oh man, Dragon Womb dungeon. Can't wait to go there.
Kinky.
There'll be
Listen, at least
primordial
you're
dragon ooze.
Is it? Do you think it's better to have gone through from this end, or would you rather be bored by the other end?
What, going through the mouth of a dead dragon?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would rather that.
Well,
We-
I mean, if you can get to the town, you can go there. You just go around the spine.
Not gonna lie, I'm
I
kind of into it.
I guess
Anywho,
the way that we came in is analogous to being injected into the dragon.
probably. So should we finish the Dragon Fane dungeons, or should we start heading towards the heart of the dragon?
I mean, it'd be nice if you destroyed the cult there. They're kind of annoying. They have this whole thing about blood.
Oh, yeah, right. I completely forgot that they're...
I
Yeah.
think they
I-
stole some of my people. So if you could free them, I'd be happy.
Yeah, sure.
Also, didn't we come
Also,
to
I need-
Dragon Vein? Didn't we come to the Dragon Vein mines for a reason?
Yeah, I have a quest of killing the cult there and getting the blood so that I can drink it or inject it.
I had something. Too, but it was for a level that didn't exist.
All right, we'll clear out the Dragon Vein and then we'll come back.
There are in fact 7 levels of the dungeon. Just so you know. There
we're
are
on
7
the-
levels. But
Yeah.
We got
2 of them
interspaced
are...
into the dragon.
Well, no, only the last 2, the 6th and 7th level, are only available through a secret way from the 3rd floor.
Oh, cool, perfect. All right.
The
do you have
cult
any-
took the cult is down through the other direction on the 4th and 5th floor, though.
All right, we'll take care of them then. Do you have like some sort of car or rail system we can use to get back to the line so we don't have to walk hours?
Well,
No.
considering those two got through, at least it'll be spacious.
That's fair. Do you have any bicycles?
Bicycle. Bicycle. No, we do not.
Damn.
Oh, you know,
Alright.
I just remembered. I have one of everything, and I collapse.
Wait, didn't we
It's
heal?
been a few minutes. It's been
Yeah.
a few minutes.
I assumed that we had healed in the admin's office.
No, you got reset. Anyway,
Oh,
everyone's
right.
at low health. You guys rest. I think this is a good place to end it. I
Oh,
probably
yeah.
shouldn't have had this break right in the middle of the dungeon, but
I like
you
it.
did the
I
thing.
like it.
So
It was,
this
I
has
liked
been
It was fun.
PlastikOS Online. If you enjoyed this, you might enjoy other things upon the channel.
Yep. I am playing Mario 64 with Biddy.
That's nice.
I'm also playing Paper Mario 64 with my boyfriend Scraps, and my boyfriend Scraps is playing Banjo Kazooie. We are having a bit of a Nintendo 64 binge on the channel at the moment. And finally,
It's because we all have the wireless or the wireless 64 controllers now.
Yeah, and we can also watch each other play without having to deal with VLC.
Yeah, we can just record directly to OBS.
Yeah,
We don't have to like stream our Switch over Discord.
yeah, we can just watch by you doing the multiplayer on the Switch, and
And it's
that
great.
it also means a lot less latency.
Not all that much less.
Well, I mean, compared to watching it through VLC through the Discord.
Oh yeah. The
That was like-
recording still has latency though.
Oh yeah, but also our
There
voice
is
has
also-
latency, so it kind of links up.
There's also another game on the channel that's D&D.
Yes, my 5e homebrew campaign, World of Tapir, where the players are pirates. They're currently headed towards an island where they had the map. They went through a shortcut that was very interesting, and had to pay a very, very high fee to get through.
And in addition to that, there's a lot more on the channel. Thank you everybody
And-
for the question of
And
the
don't forget
day.
to come and don't forget about my Twitch channel, Ruby Dead Queen. The Ruby Dead Queen on Twitch.tv.
So, comment
you.
challenge of the day. What did you have, Chuck B?
Oof.
If you could put a serial killer into a weapon, what weapon would that be?
I don't think that's a good one to ask.
What serial killer? Which serial killer would you like to have as your familiar?
No. Okay, I got. What's your favorite slasher film?
I haven't actually watched any
That's
of
a good
them.
one.
Oh man.
Yeah, I also haven't. I'm not big on horror. I
Alright,
prefer thrillers over slashers.
Oh, you know who my favorite slasher character is?
What?
William Afton. Thank you everybody for listening. This has been Chris.
I'm gonna go with Scream
What?
because I too love Matthew. Lillard.
Matthew Willard.
Gabriel from Malignant.
Alright. Well, with that out of the way, there's all that to say about good night, everybody.
Goodbye.